But I will tell you that lots of Australian viewers of the Mark Dolan show don't want to see Harry and Meghan. The reason why it went down well in 2018, Paul, is because the Australian public didn't know Meghan Markle very well. Well, they know her now. And what do they know her to be? A gold-digging grifter.
Netflix has officially cut ties with Meghan Markle's polarizing lifestyle brand as ever. But there's no other way to spin it, is there? She and Harry have been a massive disappointment for Netflix.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are reportedly gearing up for a trip to Australia. But instead of a smooth return, things are already getting messy fast. What should have been a polished comeback is turning into backlash real quick. Instead of excitement, there's growing frustration across parts of the country. Social media is heating up, conversations are getting loud, and even petitions are starting to pop up. That warm welcome? Yeah, not everyone is feeling it. And here's where it gets interesting. Some people are already questioning if this trip will even happen as planned. That's how shaky things are looking right now. But before jumping to conclusions, you've got to understand why this visit actually matters. Because the timing is not random at all. If you've been enjoying the content, make sure you're subscribed. I'm planning on doing a giveaway soon, and it's only for subscribers. Let's be real, their recent moves haven't exactly been hitting. The Netflix situation cooled off, the podcast deal ended abruptly, and Meghan's lifestyle brand as ever hasn't delivered the impact many expected. When momentum drops like that, public figures usually switch gears fast, and critics are saying that's exactly what this trip is, a reset move. Officially, Harry and Meghan say this visit is about private business and philanthropy. Sounds clean, sounds strategic.
And heading to Australia, Meghan's going to be a guest at a women's-only weekend event, and it's going to cost £1,700 for the 3-day weekend. Tell me what we could have got, Lizzie.
You can get a gala dinner, 2 nights accommodation, a question and answer session with Meghan, meditation, yoga, and a sound healing experience.
But not everyone's buying it. A lot of observers think this is really about getting back in the spotlight and rebuilding buzz. In this game, visibility is everything. And here's the part that's really turning heads. Meghan Markle is reportedly the main focus of this trip. There are claims she's organizing an all-women event where attendees could pay around £1,400 just for access. Yeah, that's the kind of detail that's got people talking. The promise? A chance to speak directly with Meghan Markle and get personal advice. But that price tag alone has people talking loud.
Suffered enough. What have you done to deserve this?
I know.
I mean, the couple's, I know, I'm thinking thoughts and prayers. The couple's popularity in Australia in 2018 was the catalyst for Harry and Meghan making demands as working members of the royal family. I don't know if you know
that relationship, and I don't think Australia has any desire to see them in April.
No, it's actually interesting because a lot of Australians are monarchists, and you know, I've been to Australia many times. I know a lot of people in Australia, and the thing that
we're talking around £1,400 just to get in the room. And naturally, people are asking the obvious question, what are you really getting for that kind of money? Supporters are calling it empowerment, networking, and access. But critics, they're saying it feels more like branding dressed up as connection. Two completely different takes, and both sides are not backing down. All of this points to one thing. This trip doesn't feel random at all. It feels calculated, like every move is being placed exactly where it needs to be. And let's not forget, Australia isn't just any location. This is the same country where Harry and Meghan once had massive momentum back in 2018. Back then, it looked like a full-on movie scene. Sydney, Melbourne, packed streets everywhere. People waiting for hours just to catch a glimpse of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. The energy? Crazy. They were being presented as the fresh modern face of the monarchy, and people were buying into it heavy. But fast forward to now, and the mood has completely flipped.
Netflix was holding her back and she wants to push forward. Well, what better way to do that than to go to these countries and sort of test run how the business could go if they expand into Australia. I think nothing has been confirmed, but certainly it feels like that's the mood music. So there is that aspect of it where they want to come here and I guess just sort of launch this new phase of their career. But at the same time, it will of course invite comparison.
After stepping back from royal duties and moving to the United States, everything changed. The focus shifted from public service to celebrity life. Big media deals, major contracts, stepping deeper into that Hollywood spotlight, and not everyone liked that move. Then came the moves that really stirred everything up, and not in a quiet way. If you've been enjoying the content, make sure you're subscribed. I'm planning on doing a giveaway soon, and it's only for subscribers. The interview with Oprah Winfrey, the documentaries, Prince Harry's memoir Spare, each one pulled back another layer of private royal tensions. It grabbed attention worldwide, no doubt about that. But at the same time, it slowly chipped away at the goodwill they once had. That admiration, the same energy that filled the streets back in 2018, it's cooled off. Big time. Right now, one thing still holds serious weight: their titles. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex still carry global recognition, but critics are saying straight up,
The couple's popularity in Australia in 2018 was the catalyst for Harry and Meghan making demands as working members of the royal family. I don't know if you know that. In trying to step out of William and Catherine's shadow, Meghan started comparing herself to Princess Diana and tried to use this trip as leverage with the late Queen.
without those titles, the whole brand doesn't hit the same. And that's exactly why this Australia visit is raising eyebrows. Some people aren't seeing this as a genuine return at all. They're calling it what they think it is: a calculated image play. A commercial move dressed up to look official. And yeah, some are even going as far as calling it a fake royal tour. That label alone has a lot of Australians frustrated. There's growing concern that government officials might get involved: hosting, security, logistics, and that could mean taxpayer money being used. And for people already skeptical about the monarchy, that's a big problem. Petitions are picking up traction fast, and the argument is simple: if you step away from royal duties, you step away from royal perks. No government-funded protection, no special treatment, no exceptions. Now, the whole situation isn't just media drama anymore. It's starting to cross into political territory. Now, this whole situation is splitting opinions hard across Australia, and it's getting loud. Australian Republicans are openly questioning the monarchy's relevance and asking why this visit is even happening in the first place.
So fed up because Australians really don't like it when somebody thinks that they're above the regular people.
And what does Meghan Markle do? Surprise! I'm releasing a new product, and as ever, I mean, they are so predictable in this sense.
It's either bad news or Catherine is doing something, so I've got to get the spotlight back.
On the flip side, monarchists aren't holding back either. From their view, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle already turned their backs on the crown. So whatever they do now, that's on them, not the royal family. And here's where the tension really builds. Some critics believe this isn't just a visit, it's a quiet attempt to slide back into royal relevance through the side door. Not loud, not official, but strategic. The theory? This Australia trip is less about charity and more about positioning themselves back in the spotlight. But people are bringing up one key detail that hasn't been forgotten. Queen Elizabeth II made it clear: there is no half-in, half-out system. You're either a working royal or you're not. That line was drawn, and it was firm.
Harry's controversial memoir is proving to be a true tell-all.
They're going to want him to deliver something that sells books and makes headlines. But I think the view from within Buckingham Palace and Kensington Palace is to ride this one out, to hope that this Sussex school kind of blows itself out once they've said their piece.
So now, when Harry and Meghan appear in a way that looks royal without actually being part of the working system, it creates tension. It blurs boundaries the late Queen worked hard to protect. And that's exactly why this moment feels bigger than just one trip. If you've been enjoying the content, make sure you're subscribed. I'm planning on doing a giveaway soon, and it's only for subscribers. Timing is adding even more pressure to the situation. King Charles III is dealing with ongoing health challenges while carrying the weight of the crown. Meanwhile, Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, are not expected to visit Australia anytime soon. That gap, people are noticing it. Some believe the Sussexes see an opportunity there, a chance to step into that space and dominate headlines in a major Commonwealth country before senior royals return. That's the theory, and it's spreading fast.
I've seen, what I thought was interesting was the announcement included private events. Like, wouldn't we just assume that they would want privacy throughout the excursion? But don't forget, or don't think for one second, they won't try to make it look like an official royal engagement. They will want certain photo opportunities where there's an audience clamoring for them so that they can send those pictures to People magazine. But for the most part, I do think that it will be mostly private events and commercial ventures that they're pursuing more so than charity opportunities.
There are also reports that Prince Harry hopes this trip could help rebuild bridges with his father and bring him back into serious royal conversations. But critics are pushing back hard on that idea. From their perspective, Too much has happened publicly to just rewind everything like nothing changed. Still, Harry and Meghan continue to maintain one thing: this visit is private, not official, not connected to royal institutions. Even if it doesn't feel that simple to everyone watching. On paper, everything sounds simple, but once you bring security into it, things get complicated fast. If local police or authorities end up involved in coordination, people immediately start asking, who's paying for all of this? That question alone is creating a gray zone that nobody seems to have a clear answer to. And that's exactly why petitions are picking up speed. Australians are worried that even if this trip is labeled private, hidden or indirect costs could quietly fall onto government budgets. And let's be honest, perception matters just as much as reality. If it looks official, people are going to treat it like it is.
Late 2025, Harry and Meghan's popularity in Australia is at an all-time low. Following a consistent downward trend over the years, polling indicates they're among the least popular members of the royal family.
She is the daughter-in-law of King Charles, of our sovereign. She is married to King Charles's son, Prince Harry. And this tawdry event heaps embarrassment, yet more embarrassment, on our royal family, doesn't it?
It's a really good point, Kev. And, you know, we all know the Queen's dying wish was to not have them do this pseudo-royal sick.
Now add heavy media coverage on top of that, and suddenly this low-key visit doesn't feel low-key at all. In fact, there's growing talk that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle might be trying to recreate the same energy from their 2018 Australia tour. And that's where things get interesting. Back then, massive crowds, insane attention, that electric atmosphere everywhere they went. If even a piece of that repeats, this so-called private visit could flip overnight into a full-blown global spectacle. And that's exactly what critics think is the real play here. Cameras flashing, headlines spinning, and their image getting a serious boost right when they need it most. Meanwhile, the royal family has stayed completely silent. No statements, no visible support, just distance. But insiders claim it's being watched very closely behind the scenes. Some see that silence as strategic. By stepping back, the institution is basically saying, you made your choices, now deal with the reaction. No protection, no backup. If you've been enjoying the content, make sure you're subscribed. I'm planning on doing a giveaway soon, and it's only for subscribers. At this point, this Australia trip isn't just a visit anymore. It's a full-on stress test. Does the public still support them, or has the patience officially run out? This trip is also testing something bigger. Are people actually okay with Harry and Meghan using royal-style branding while no longer being working royals? Because that's the real tension right now. The outcomes? They're extreme on both sides. On one hand, they could pull this off smoothly, rebuild some goodwill, and stabilize their public image. But on the other hand, it could go the complete opposite way. We're talking visible protest, harsh media coverage, public rejection, and serious long-term damage to a brand that's already under pressure. That's not a small risk. That's a full gamble. And let's be real, this isn't just about Harry and Meghan anymore. This reflects a bigger shift in how people see the monarchy itself. There's less blind loyalty now, and way more demand for transparency and accountability. The rules feel different, and the public is not just watching, they're judging. Australia used to be one of their strongest stages. Now it might be their toughest test yet. Petitions are already shaping the narrative, and momentum is building fast. Everything is moving now, and there's no pause button on this. So now it's on you. What do you think? Is this Australia visit a smart move or a risky play that could backfire hard? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like if you're following this situation, and subscribe so you don't miss what happens next.